How's everyone doing? This is going to be my final October horror watches video of this year. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I really enjoyed talking about all the horror movies that I've been watching throughout this month. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about all the horror films that I've been watching this past week, as well as the horror movies I plan on watching on Halloween. So I got a lot of movies to talk about, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The first movie that I watched, I actually went to go see with my friend in theaters, and that was Happy Death Day. And the movie, it's basically what you would expect. I know a lot of people are absolutely hating this movie, but it's basically what you would expect. You know, it's kind of like a Groundhog Day type movie, you know, or a character keeps waking up on the same day. Except in this one, you know, a girl keeps getting killed by this killer, and every day she wakes up and she has to find out who the killer is so that she can wake up, you know, in the next day. The movie, you know, it's aware that it's kind of a goofy, you know, fun movie. You know, there's even a joke in it where one of her friends even says, "Oh, this is just like that movie Groundhog Day." So it's fully aware. Honestly, you know, if it comes on Netflix, maybe check it out if it sounds interesting. I know a lot of people are really hating this movie, and it's getting a lot of hate, which I don't really think it deserves as much. Like, people are saying that this is like one of the worst horror films. It's really not. You expect what you expect it's gonna be is what it's gonna be. If you think it sounds interesting, check it out on Netflix. But like I said, it's really nothing special. It's really nothing great. But I had fun with it. So I would say, you know, if you're interested, check it out maybe on Netflix sometime. Now, the next movie that I want to talk about is a movie I watched on Netflix called The Babysitter. Now, I had an absolute blast with this movie. I don't want to get into what it's about, but it was a really great mix of comedy and horror. It was a horror comedy, and I really did enjoy it. I really enjoyed the characters in the movie, and the plot is kind of cool too. But yeah, The Babysitter, it's on Netflix. If you're looking for something new to watch around Halloween or this Halloween, I recommend checking that one out because I really did enjoy it. Another movie I want to talk about is one that I saw on YouTube, and this was a movie that came out last year, and it was actually directed by Dustin Mills, who you guys may know. I've done reviews on his films. He's an independent film director, and Dave James Parker also directed it, and you may know him as Mr. Parker here on Facebook, or on YouTube, sorry, Mr. Parker here on YouTube, and he also acts in it, and it's basically a horror anthology story, but it is meant for, like, you know, younger kids. Like, if your kids enjoy movies like Gremlins, I think they would enjoy this. I think that this is kind of a fun, you know, family-friendly movie to watch around Halloween with your kids. So if you want to check out Halloween Spookies, I'll leave a link down below to the video because it is on YouTube. It's only about an hour and a couple minutes long, so it's not too long of a movie. There are a few bloody moments, but it's nothing too over the top, and there are a few spooky moments as well, but nothing that would really scare your kids from watching it. So if you want to check out Halloween Spookies, I'll leave a link down below to that video. Anyway, now I'm going to start talking about the movies that I actually own. And the first one I'm going to talk about is one of my all-time favorite horror films. I've talked about it multiple times on my channel, but it's Sleepy Hollow. This was the first Tim Burton film that I ever saw, and also the first Johnny Depp film that I saw, and I absolutely love this movie. I think it's got an amazing atmosphere. It's a great movie to watch in October, and it's also a great mystery as well. Like, when I first saw this movie, you know, I didn't see the, I guess you could call it a twist. There is kind of a twist in it. I did not see it coming, but this was a really great movie, like I said. I also, I remember when I was younger, this movie really got me interested in the Headless Horseman, and I ended up reading the original story, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving, which I do enjoy. But yeah, Sleepy Hollow, I'd say it's a new horror classic in my opinion. I think I don't really know anyone who does not enjoy that film. Now, this next one is one I actually watched on TV. I didn't watch this Blu-ray, but it's a classic that I think comes on, you know, every year, and I think everyone enjoys these. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. There's not much you can really say. You know, of course, the Charlie Brown specials are staples. You know, like in every holiday. You know, I always enjoy watching them. I enjoy The Great Pumpkin is one of my favorites, and of course, Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. That's definitely my favorite one. I also really enjoy the Easter one and the Thanksgiving one as well. But yeah, It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, is one that's been, a classic that's lived on for years and years. Okay. Now, next movie I want to talk about is one of my favorite family films to watch around Halloween, and it's one movie I don't hear as many people talk about anymore. I know it used to come on Fox Family, back when Fox Family used to be like a separate channel before they changed, and they used to do the whole 13 Days of Halloween. Even on the VHS of this movie, there is a preview for the 13 Days of Halloween, which is really nostalgic because I used to watch that a lot and watch a lot of the shows that used to be on Fox Family, like The New Addams Family. Big Wolf on Campus was one show I really enjoyed. But the movie I'm talking about is When Good Goals Go Bad. I've talked about this movie a lot. A very fun movie, about a town that cannot celebrate Halloween because of a curse. And Christopher Lloyd wants to bring him back, but he ends up dying and ends up coming back as like a zombie. And it's a really, really fun movie. I've actually looked online, and this DVD is actually pretty expensive. It's going for like $30, so I believe it's out of print. I also have it on VHS as well. And it is on YouTube. I don't recommend people watch movies on YouTube simply because I feel like if a movie is available for purchase, then I think you should purchase the movie. But if it's a movie that, is kind of hard to find, and if a movie is kind of expensive, then, I don't blame you for watching a movie. I mean, I still watch movies on YouTube if I can't find the DVD or the VHS or what have you, and it looks like that this movie is kind of becoming, pretty expensive online. One of the other movies I'm going to talk about is actually pretty rare as well on VHS or DVD, and it's also available on YouTube. But that film is a movie I'm actually about to watch right now after I've finished watching this video. Finished filming this video, sorry, but it's The Midnight Hour. I absolutely love this movie. It takes place on Halloween, and it's just a really fun movie. And like I said, the VHS is pretty rare, and the DVD is also rare as well. But you can watch it on YouTube, and sometimes that's just what you got to do. If you can't find a movie, or if you don't want to spend the crazy prices that some of these movies are going for, then you might have to watch it on YouTube. But The Midnight Hour, I say, is essential Halloween viewing. It's a great TV movie. It takes place on Halloween. There's dancing zombies. There's great characters. It's just an all-around great Halloween film. Now, the next movie I'm going to watch is one that I actually do plan on watching on Halloween or later on tonight. I'm not sure. I'm filming this on the 30th, and I'm going to wait and see if I have time to watch it tonight. But it's Trick or Treat. I think that this is a new horror classic. When I first saw this, I absolutely loved it. I think it's got amazing Halloween atmosphere, and I really enjoy all three stories. I think the first two stories are my favorite. In this one, the one with the kids on the bus, I really enjoyed that story. But yeah, Trick or Treat, definitely one to watch on Halloween. And now these next two are really ones that I used to watch this series a lot when I was a kid, and that is the Goosebumps series. I don't know if any of y'all grew up watching Goosebumps, but the first Goosebumps episode I ever saw was this one, and I saw it on this videotape, and that is The Haunted Mask. I remember getting this because my cousin used to read Goosebumps books. He used to get them from the local library at his school, and when I saw this, I think I saw this at Toys R Us, I was like, oh, I didn't know Goosebumps, they had, videos, and so I watched this, and then after I saw that, then I found out that there was a TV show, and that's when I really got into Goosebumps. I do plan on doing a video talking about my love for Goosebumps when I was a kid, because I still have most of the tapes. But yeah, I really do enjoy the story about, a girl named Carly Beth who keeps getting teased all the time, and she wants to get even with her bullies, and so she goes to this shop, finds this mask, and she finds out that there's something wrong with the mask. I won't give away too much, but it's one of the best Goosebumps episodes, I'd say. And I also enjoy The Haunted Mask too, as well. In this one, it has all the same characters from the first one, but it also has her friend Steve puts on the mask in that one. But I do enjoy both of those, and like I said, I do plan on doing a video talking about my love for Goosebumps. And the last four films I'm going to talk about are ones that I've been watching throughout the week. And as you guys know, since the beginning of October, I've been watching the entire Halloween franchise from Resurrection, and I'm going to finish with the original Halloween on Halloween. But for this week, I watched Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, one of my favorite sequels. This is probably my favorite sequel in the series. I absolutely love the original poster right here of, you know, Michael's face right there in the house. And I really do enjoy Jamie Lloyd and her storyline. I know that, you know, around Curse, it does get kind of, you know, out there a little bit. But I really do enjoy Halloween 4. I think it's one of the strongest movies in the franchise. And it's always been one of my favorite sequels. And now this next one is one that, you know, a lot of people love, some people hate. But it's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I personally really enjoy this movie. But I'm not one of those people that, you know, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, if you just, you know, look at it as a separate movie and don't look at it as a, you know, as a movie in the Halloween franchise, you'll enjoy it more. Well, that can be true, but at the same time, I know some people that do see this as a separate movie and they still hate it. And if you hate this movie, then that's fine. It's really not a movie that's made for everyone. It's really cheesy at some points. I know that the Silver Shamrock song gets on some people's nerves, so I enjoyed the movie. I think it's a great movie. It's a great Halloween movie in the sense that it takes place on Halloween and it's about masks. But if you don't like Halloween 3, then just don't watch it, you know? I mean, because I know a lot of people really don't like it, and I do understand that. And I'm not somebody that's going to preach to you and say, you should enjoy it for what it is. No, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Now, I do plan on watching this movie tonight, and this is one of the greatest horror sequels of all time, Halloween 2. I think this was a great continuation of the first film, the original Night. I love the hallway, the hospital setting. I looked on the back and saw Michael walking down the hallway, so it made me think hallway. I love the hospital setting. I really don't like that the new Halloween movie is skipping over Halloween 2. They originally said that the new Halloween movie was going to be a continuation, it's going to be a sequel to Halloween 2, the original, but now they're not doing that, and I understand that they want to open it up to new possibilities, because if they say Halloween 2 never happened, then they could say that Laurie and Michael are not related. You know, they could say that they're not brother and sister, and, you know, I can understand why they want to do it, but at the same time, the fact that they're skipping over Halloween 2, I don't know, because Halloween 2, I think, is and always will be one of the greatest horror sequels of all time. And last but not least, I plan on watching this on Halloween, and that is, of course, John Carpenter's original classic, Halloween. I've talked about this movie so many times, so I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, Halloween, timeless classic. And those are all the movies that I have watched throughout this last week of October. Like I said, if you guys want to check out the film Halloween Spookies, I'll leave a link down below to that video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have seen any of these movies, let me know what you guys think about them, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be posting a couple more videos before Halloween. I want to do a video showing off all my Halloween decorations. I have posted photos of my Halloween and my fall decorations on my Dead by Dawn 93 Facebook page. So if you guys want to see those, I'll leave a link down below to my Facebook page. I also post, you know, photos of my collection and other things like that. So if you guys want to see those, I'll leave a link down below. But like I said, I want to try to do a video on it. I don't know if I'll be able to do both of them today, but I'm going to try to. And then I'm also going to do one final video on Halloween, just wishing everybody Halloween. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about all the movies I talked about in this video, and I'll see you guys next time.